Don't pay big box prices, but hurry, limited quantities available. You better get it when you see it at West Yellowknife.
This time of year, all of us are looking for a way or an excuse to get outside and sit fireside. Lucky for us, we found our excuse this morning, courtesy of Carol Fincher, who's with Redstone Estates, and she has invited us out to sit by her fire. Good to see you.
Yes, good to see you, Julie.
What
Thank
a
you.
lovely spot. When I first got here, I didn't know where we were going to be.
Right.
And I looked out those beautiful windows that you have in your main entranceway to this massive fire and this wonderful space y'all have here. This is lovely.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. We are very proud of it, and the residents love the fire pit. Love to be outside in all seasons, but they really, even when it's not quite cool enough to turn the fire on, they want to turn it on anyway.
So, you know, I love it when we come on location because I get to talk about what I really see.
Right.
When you're in studio with us, that's great too, but you bring pictures with you and your own knowledge.
Exactly.
We come here, we see it. So, got here and it's lunchtime. Nothing is prepped. I'm just walking in the door, and what do I hear but chatter? Everyone's having lunch. It smelled so good.
Thank you.
When I walked in.
Yeah.
This is really and truly home.
Yes, it really is, and they're you know, they're happy, and that's the kind of sounds we want people to hear when they come in. You know, happy people enjoying their lives.
So you told me a secret that I had not known before, since I mentioned that it's lunchtime. Probably, I'm guessing, that everybody I saw in there this afternoon lives here.
Yes, they do.
But they might not, because when they know that friends and family come here, so you can, while they get their food for free, guests can purchase off the menu.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, it is. The food is really amazing, and it's so good that friends and family want to come and eat. So we ended up actually putting prices on our menu. That's how often they come to eat, because our residents don't pay for lunch, but they, you know, they're a guest basically every day, and they order off the menu, you know, and enjoy their meals.
Well, so you could come here and visit somebody, and you could who lives here, and you could just meet in the dining area and enjoy some company and sit on one of their lovely sofas or come out here. If you choose to go back to the apartment, there too it feels like home.
Yes.
So where we're sitting outside, there are all these balconies that I'm looking out on. They're all decorated. People have their plants up there. You can tell they enjoy it.
They do, and the patios, the balconies and the patios has been really beautiful this past summer. All kinds of green plants, and then the flowering plants and everything. And so they then decided they wanted to have a gardening club, so we put some raised gardens in for them, and we had more tomatoes than we could share with the residents. Plus, of course, they use the tomatoes and some of the herbs in the kitchen also. So it was just a lovely season for the plants.
Life here is independent living?
It is. It is independent living. Well, I like to call it supportive living.
Okay.
Because, you know, independent, sometimes you think about just a regular apartment out in the community. You come and you go, and you might pass a few of your neighbors. You might know a few of them. But here, you know, it's really a community together where you get to know each other. And we have housekeeping, activities, the food services, all the kind of things that support independent living, so that basically my thought generally is that we want you to have the energy that you have as you get older to enjoy your life and to socialize with your neighbors instead of having to clean the apartment, go to the grocery store, cook, wash the dishes. All that takes energy. And, you know, as we get older, our energy seems to not be what it used to be. And so with all these things taken care of, they can use their energy to just enjoy what should be the golden years.
Right. Okay, I'll tell you a few more observations then that I find. One is in something that you just said. And you said, my thought is that this is what it ought to be. At Redstone Estates, this is not corporate.
No.
That's a very important thing, I think, to point out.
That is a very important thing. It is owned locally by a family who care very much about their residents and about the community at Redstone here. So that is a very good. It's not cookie cutter like
Right.
sometimes where companies have places in Dallas and Atlanta and Boston and here, there, and so everything sort of runs like it should be the same. Whereas we all know Chattanooga is not Boston. It
Right.
is not Dallas. It is not,
Right.
so this is all hometown.
Okay, out in the home again. I have loved this since the first time I stepped in here. So we're sitting on this patio, and right over Carol's shoulder, there's a fence, and there's a backyard. Lots of different homes and their backyards abut, and I love it because there's a tree house and a ladder. And I don't know if the kids still come to play, but how fun would that be to sit out here and hear the laughter of children?
Right, right. And that's, that's a good thing for the residents too, because, most of them have grandchildren and, the sound of laughter and the sight of children is good for them. And,
Right.
and we have a lot of grandchildren, that visit here. So we see kids around here in the building a lot too.
Okay, back to the family that owns it. They are local.
Yes.
So they want to take care of their own. You typically feel awkward, you told me, talking about the pricing of living here. I guess because for some people it can sound too good to be true, but
Right.
it's true. You want to share?
Exactly. Yes. We have prices that start around $18.95 a month. And then it just depends on the services and the type of apartment you have. We have studios, we have 1 bedrooms, and we have 2 bedrooms. And the 2 bedrooms have 2 complete baths, which is a really neat thing because, sometimes couples even like to have their own full bathroom. But then sometimes, elderly
Right.
sisters might want to move in together. And so there's full services, in both of the bathrooms instead of
Right.
it being a half bath on the second one.
Or if you're just thinking if my family comes to visit, they wouldn't have
Exactly.
anywhere to stay. Now they do.
Exactly. I actually do have some residents who there's only one living in the 2 bedroom, and that's either a guest room or in some cases they made a sewing room
That's
or
right.
a library room,
That's
hobby
right.
room, something else like that.
That's right. So if people want to come here to visit and have a chance to sit by the fire too, do they make an appointment? Is that ideal?
It is ideal. I mean, we're open to visitors anytime. I like to be able to talk with people personally myself, and so I like for them to make an appointment simply because if they came right now, obviously I'd be talking with you.
Right.
And I wouldn't get the opportunity to meet them and show them around, so appointments are ideal, but they're not necessary.
All right, I wish we had some marshmallows and graham crackers. We could make some s'mores while we're out here. But here's where you'll contact them at Redstone Estates, the phone number and website there on your screen. It is not corporate, it is locally owned. Thank you.
Thank you.
Winter weather is coming, and we know that each winter here can be very different. I'm looking at the data, the models, and applying my local experience to let you know what you can expect from this winter. Thursday at 6, only on Local 3 News.